Hi, I like to cook and act with my little cousin, and today is just. Hey guys, it's me, Monty, and today I finished my schoolwork a lot earlier, and I am making some one skillet. But let me see what it's called. Okay, so the name is One Skillet Italian Sausage Pasta, and I'm going to be kind of giving the tutorial, but I hope you know that I'm like also looking at the recipe at the same time. So right now, I'm putting in my sausage in the microwave, and I've got my water boiling, and I've got my pan over here heating up on low right now until the sausage is a little warmer. So I'm going to wait until the microwave out. Okay. So I used olive oil. So I add a little more. And I can see pasta. Don't microwave it too long because then the microwave will start to cook the sausage. We don't really want that because that's not what we want. We want the meat fully raw when we put it in. And if some pieces do get cooked, you can just throw a little bit of those pieces out. Okay. So now I'm getting ready to put in my meat. Okay. A chunk at a time. One chunk. Add some more to that. I think I'm just going to add like half of the pack. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this off for a second so I can warm the meat up a little bit more. So it's easier for me to like act. So for now, I'm just going to make sure that the meat isn't like cooking. And now we have to be quiet because my grandma's working. Okay. And now make sure that you like actually microwave it enough because you won't be able to like actually scramble it. It's kind of like an egg.
Okay, and are you trying to see what service is turned on?
Okay, so we'll left it in there for like 44 more seconds.
Okay, so there's a picture with the next services will be restored sometime today.
It looks good now.
We just can't give you a time that
I hope.
you made a payment. The system is sure to read them now.
Okay. The whole thing slid out. Okay, so we're going to try to get some pieces and chunks. Okay, so we'll add in our meat. Add in your sausage meat. And actually something that I learned was when you're making tacos, sometimes sausage, depending on what type of sausage meat you use, sometimes sausage meat can actually be like a really good substitute if you don't have ground beef. But this recipe actually calls for sausage meat, so I would use sausage meat this time. But if you just have ground beef, then that's perfectly fine too, because it really, it's...
Thank the College Public Works. This is Kim. Can I help you?
That's my grandma in the background. Ignore her. Ignore that.
Alright, what's the address?
Okay, adding in my sausage meat. I think I'm just going to... Okay, so my water is starting to boil. I want it to get a little more... Oh, I want it to boil a little more before I put in my stuff.
And what name is it?
I think I'm just going to put in all of the sausage meat, because it's really not going to make a difference. Okay, so I'm just taking the sausage meat and flapping it in. And gotta make sure that I can break it up a bit. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of ground beef to this mixture. And then we're going to maybe season it. I'm going to season the sausage meat with a little bit of some pre-seasoned ground beef that I seasoned.
And where do you want the bills to go? Alright, and 1912 Hardcourt 102.
Okay, guys. So now we're going to add our ground beef.
Alright, just a moment, okay?
Okay, so, no. So now I think okay, so the water is boiling and I've got all my sausage meat in. So I think we're ready to start sauteing the meat and put in the noodles. So I'm going to be using these penne noodles. I'm going to use all. There's a piece of paper in there, so I'm going to take that out. For some reason, there's a piece of paper in my noodles. I don't know why. I need some more noodles. So I don't really have enough penne noodles, so I'm going to use a little bit of the macaroni noodles. I'm going to go ahead and turn my meat down to medium high.
Alright, potatoes and holding. For your request, I have 1912 Hardcourt. Purple, you want to then third on today. Would you like to have the council number? Alright, it's 724-837.
Okay, so let's set to medium high, to medium heat. Sausage really doesn't need that much seasoning because it's already kind of like seasoned. And I know like everybody has been seeing like the baked feta pasta on like their TikTok or whatever, but I don't have any feta cheese right now. Okay, so while my noodles are boiling, You should boil your you should boil your noodles at high heat because your noodles need to be like kind of like done. And also, I forgot to like say all the ingredients you'll need. The ingredients you'll need is, of course, some Italian sausage, and then you'll need some noodles, whatever type of noodles you have. But and then after you put in your noodles, you're going to need some spaghetti sauce and some Parmesan cheese. This is not that hard to make. Like, it's honestly really good. Some people add pasta water, but I don't know. Okay. Make sure everything. You don't want to see any like pink meat. All you want to see is like golden brown meat. And if you see pink meat, you don't want salmonella, so that's why you gotta cook it all the way through. So like this right here, this is what you don't want it to look like. But this is what you want it to look like. But you need to cook, like, if it looks like this, you still need to cook it a little more. I'm gonna turn my sausage up a little more, and then we're going to go ahead and throw it. Okay, so I'm going to open. Okay, wow, cracks me. We're not going to add this yet. We're going to make sure. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Gotta make sure. Okay, now we're going to after all your meat is brown, you want to add your pasta sauce. And I gotta turn it up so it can saute a bit. here's a tip. If you guys do not have any, like, sausage meat, you could actually use ground beef, but I recommend seasoning it good because ground beef does not have as much natural flavor as sausage does. Because with sausage, when it's in the making of sausage, they are normally putting in the seasoning then. But ground beef is just a little bit. It doesn't have flavor naturally. That's why you have to add your seasoning. But if you don't like seasoning or you just think it's too fattening or whatever, it's for the flavor. But if you just don't have any, maybe just go get some sausage meat because it's naturally flavored. And then this is what it should look like so far. I didn't make as much just because this is for me and anybody else who wants some. And your noodles should just about be done. Okay, so my noodles are done. And we're going to keep letting these saute. You're also going, I'm pretty sure I already said this, but you're still going to actually need you're going to need some Parmesan cheese, not unless you don't use that. But the Parmesan cheese goes on stuff like this. So I think it's ready. So we're going to go strain out our noodles.
Is not acted in no one's name, Miss Sarah, at this time. Yes, ma'am. Let's see.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add our pasta noodles. I'm going to cook those in with our sausage meat.
At this location, they'll just have to provide us a lease at the location. Because it looked like at one time that technician went out there and saw that services were being used when they wasn't supposed to be used. So they called.
So like I said before in the video, I didn't really have
but they considered
I
they just
didn't
have to provide
have enough penne noodles for the amount of sausage I used. So I used a little bit of macaroni noodles.
Well, we don't have, we just got electric and the sewer out there, so we're not the water provider.
So now I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove off.
Yes, you have to show the lease. All right.
Put your seasoning basket out.
You too. Bye-bye.
Get your grandma or mom to all the seasoning in. We have our Parmesan cheese in a paprika bottle. And today I'm actually going to be using some of this. I found some taco seasoning, so I'm going to use a little bit of that as well. Give it a little more flavor. And then we're going to mix that up. You don't add too much of that.
All right, your address?
But if you have it like in your cabinet and it's just like one of those things that's been sitting in the pantry for so long that you haven't used yet.
All right, and the name of the family?
Use it use like a
Okay, just
little
the last
tablespoon
part
of it for this. It's good.
Alright, I do see that there's an email on file. Your services
I
been turned
have
off
some of this
today.
red lobster seafood seasoning.
Okay, in order to get your services back on,
Going to
just
sprinkle
pay
a
the
little
past
bit
due
of that
balance. And the
for
amount
color and
of
taste.
$205.80 and the system will issue a recommend. Do you want to pay this over the phone?
And last but not least,
Okay, I can
some
provide that
Parmesan
to you.
cheese.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
You know what?
Okay, your PwC account number
Some
is
Parmesan cheese
332
for the win.
60
Who doesn't like Parmesan cheese?
0000.
And y'all, this looks so good. I'm not even kidding.
Transfer you over.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to show you me cleaning up. First, throw this pasta out
Yeah,
the
we
way.
paid them, what's it, $205.80. Should reconnect. And it'll automatically turn it back on, so. Just double check. Hold on.
And your pasta and the thing that you made your pasta in doesn't need that big of a wash. All it needs is just a little scrubby-dub-dub, and then just watch what you used. And put away all your other stuff, and you're done. And this is the finished product. It looks so good. Like, it looks real. What was that? Why is there a piping tip in my Why was there a piping tip in my hair, in my thingy-majiggy? Okay, so, and the only reason that this actually turned out good was because of the apron and the chef hat. Got that for Christmas. So now, thanks for watching, and you should really make this. It's really good.